the no-fat diet. I'm currently eating no fats. I'm consuming no fats in my diet, and it is not fun. It is not easy either. It means I can't have nice foods like chocolate, pizza, ice cream, anything that is tasty. I pretty much cannot eat it other than sweets, and I'm pretty bored of sweets at this stage. But this is how I eat: zero fats, zero direct dietary fats, how I go for my full day of eating 2,600 calories. This is how I manage it every single day. So my current macros are around 2,600 calories, 180 grams of protein, 400 to 500 grams of carbohydrates, whatever makes up to 2,600 calories, and 0 to 10 grams of fats. I have no direct sources of fats. The only fats I have are indirect sources, or something I'll go on to a little bit about in a bit. On this week's episode of Medical Mysteries of Mo, I've now been diagnosed with a condition known as Chyluria, which is effectively a hole in my kidneys, or several holes in my kidneys. We don't actually know how many holes there are there yet, but as you can guess, it probably isn't good. What that means is it means that whenever I eat fat, I get this thing called chyle leaking into my kidneys. And this occurs as I've got a hole in my lymphatic system, or a fistula between my lymphatics and my kidneys. So whenever I eat fat and it forms chyle, which is transported in your lymphatic system, it leaks out into my kidneys. How does this occur? Well, when you eat fat, it is absorbed via your small intestine, and the vast majority of fats goes into your lymphatic system, where it is transported around the body to be used accordingly. Because I have a hole in my kidneys, it leaks out into my kidneys, which obviously is not good. So when I consume fat, it produces chyle, which is like this fatty lymphatic fluid, and that leaks into my kidneys, which causes a whole host of issues, including blocking my urethra, which was not a fun time, and it also makes my pee look like paint. So I've come up with the great idea of not to consume any dietary fat. It's kind of like a band-aid approach. Imagine the ship is sinking, and instead of repairing the ship properly, I'm just putting a cork in the hole. That's pretty much what I've done. So I am not eating fat, but a quick disclaimer: I do not recommend doing this unless you have been advised to by a dietitian. Fat is very, very important. It is used in every single cell in your body. It is used for cell growth, cell repair, hormones, vitamin absorption. It has essential functions throughout the body. So it is not good cutting out all fat, but I kind of need to do it or my kidneys are pretty screwed. Disclaimer out the way, this is a full day of eating and how I managed to eat under 10 grams of fat every single day and still just about survive. This is what I do. Meal number one, I normally fast until 12 o'clock, and the first meal I have is this funky egg fried rice type jobby. 150 grams potatoes, slices up nice and thin, bit of salt, bit of pepper, into the microwave for around 3.5 to 4 minutes. Pepper, garlic, onion, cut those up, chuck it in a pan, and I actually cook those with a little bit of MCT oil, just because the MCT oil is not absorbed by the lymphatic system, so it's not really real fat, but I just use fry light if I wanted zero fat. I then add some Chinese 5-spice, garlic, and a vegetable stock cube to this as well, and a little bit of paprika. Whilst everything is cooking, I then frantically search through my drawers looking for some eggs, only to realize that I have no eggs. Fuck! So I then sack off the idea of having this as meal number one and go on to make yogurt and some cereal. 350 grams of yogurt, a couple of toffee flavor drops from my protein, frosted flakes, 2 scoops of protein, bam, 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 no fat macros look like this, and I'll have some dates as well. Pre-workout meal, sorted. I'll then take a scoop of Wops Dilate, the best pump product known to man, and train. And then this is my shopping. So my diet is basically vegan, except I eat chicken and eggs and milk. It's like kind of a vegan-y diet. It's not actually vegan, but it's vegan. I saw someone in the supermarket the other day. So a girl that I used to see, her mum, and I know that she's a vegan. And I was like, oh yeah, chatting to her, and I told her about this, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm basically vegan. She looked in my basket and saw chicken, eggs, milk, and I was like, First up, we got vegetables, broccoli. I eat one of those a day with a meal. I try and get 10 to 15 portions of fruit and veg a day. Very good for you, very healthy, micronutrients, fiber, especially if you want to make gains as well. Like, you got to have your macros in order to create an optimal environment to grow. Next up, we got frozen vegetables, spring onions, carrots, grapes, pineapples. I normally get apples as well. Bananas. It's going to be far better to consume sugars from fruit than it is to consume sugar from like sweets and other things. Morrison's do these great low fat. That is fucking naughty, mate. Dressings like cucumber to snack on, more carbohydrates. We've got dates, so high in calories and carbohydrates, it's literally mental. Sauces, lemon chicken, and then curry, Boon Heart, low fat from Morrison's was the lowest one that I could find. Pasta then, I want to mix up my carbohydrates, so I've just been eating rice recently. Like, I eat rice every single day. Next up, we got natural yogurt, good source of they are full of probiotics, I think, aren't they? Probiotic, prebiotic, good for your gut health, basically. Good source of protein. Slow roast roasted tomato sourdough. This is a little bit higher in fat. This is 1.4 grams, 100 grams. But I have this because it is just fucking delicious. Really, really good, full of fiber, and it's much better than like normal bread. I've gone for like a reduced calorie soup because quite often reduced calorie stuff means it's reduced or lower in fat. Milk, I actually cut out milk like quite recently. I wasn't really drinking it. I'll have that with my Frosties. Again, very high in sugar. I'll have these around my workouts, and I'll have that with the milk or with the yogurt, and it's just like a tasty snack. Sweets, I've still got some sweets, but I was eating these like every single day. I'm trying to wean myself off of them just because obviously too much sugar is not ideal. It's not great for you. And I was having about 250 grams of sugar a day. Everything I eat is cooked in spray light. If I do have some fats, I use MCT oil, which is medium chain triglycerides oil. But the idea is that this type of triglyceride, medium chain triglyceride, isn't actually absorbed into your lymphatic system. It goes straight into your bloodstream. So it doesn't affect my health condition, and it is utilized by your body a lot quicker as well in terms of energy. So people on keto actually like love this stuff, and they put it in their coffees and other things. And then my other source of fats, flaxseed oil. I'm just trying to meet my minimum essential fatty acid requirement through this because it is incredibly rich in essential fatty acids. Next meal is going to be chicken and rice. I'm not actually eating any meat other than chicken. So what I do is I cook up a bulk load of rice and a bulk load of chicken. The secret to good rice is about 2.5 times the weight of water as you have to rice. Cook it for like 10 to 12 minutes on a low heat, covered. Chicken goes in the oven, bada bing, bada boom, in there for about 30-40 minutes, 180 degrees, and you have a delicious meal that you just chuck some veg with, and no fat again. What a surprise. Next part of the video is a shameless plug for Muscle Food. I actually do get all my stuff from Muscle Food, as you probably know. So if you want to skip this, just skip like a couple minutes ahead. But this is what I get in terms of meats and what my order is from Muscle Food. If you want to grab a discount code, it's Mo5, and that gives money and it supports the channel. So big love if you do that. But yeah, Muscle Food order. A load of sugar-free drinks, energy drinks pre-workout. I try to cut back on my intake, and I have been, to be fair. I only have one of these, like one a week. But obviously, because I can't have any fatty foods, Muscle Food is great if I'm only getting chicken and a few other lean bits for energy drinks. The liquid egg whites, absolutely essential. Save you so much time and money. Soaring. Stocked up for the apocalypse. And also, Muscle Food do supplements. We've got multivitamin here as well. Chicken on a stick, a couple of fillet steaks. I'm now eating a chicken on a stick, which is like 20 grams of protein, no carbs, an absolute game changer from Muscle Food. If I'm eating throughout the day as well, I normally have things like beans on toast. Obviously, can't have any butter. White bread's very low in fat. Beans, reduced sugar, just because that tends to be reduced fat as well. They might have things like soups and saurine and a little bit of jerky if it's very low fat every now and then as a snack. Final meal of the day after the chicken rice meal is going to be, you guessed it, it's going to be the first meal that I was meant to have, and I forgot the egg whites for. So luckily, Muscle Food came in clutch, and they've delivered the egg whites to me, which are a game changer. So we're having that first meal, adding 75 or 150 grams of jasmine rice to that, 250 grams of egg whites, and you have a high protein, zero fat, nutrient dense meal that is going to get you through the rest of the day without dropping dead because you're so malnourished. Other meals I also have is potato wedges without any oil, literally just chucked into the oven, skins left on, seasoned with paprika, bit of salt, bada bing, bada boom. It's all chicken based, nothing else. I might put a bit of walnut oil on there, just got so high in essential fatty acids. But then as you can see from my prep video, just got some like wedges, chicken, veg, and then just rice, chicken and veg. It's pretty much as exciting as it gets. Sauces, all good, as long as they're sweet sauces like barbecue and not fatty. But yeah, flaxseed oil is there. That is how I survive on eating absolutely zero fat. It's a bit of a different video. Let me know what you thought of it. I can make more videos like this. And yeah, I've probably got a few months left to live eating this diet. So hopefully my kidneys get sorted out before then. But until then, peace out. I love you to bits. Thank you. Good night. Any questions down below, let me know and I will try and get back to them, especially if you comment like straight away, because I always hang out and check out the comments when I first post a video. Yeah. Thank you. Good night. I love you to bits. Keep killing it, and don't get any holes in your kidneys.